Crude oil long-term forecast for the week of February 25th, fxempire.com. The crude oil markets, as you can see, had a pretty nasty sell-off this past week as there were fears of the Federal Reserve cutting back on quantitative easing. The reason this matters, of course, is that crude oil is priced on the value of the dollar, and as the dollar gained strength, it took less of them to buy the market. However, when you look at this chart, you can almost make a case for a little bit of a wedge trying to happen. So we are watching the market with great interest right now, and we think that it does look very likely that we bounce down to about 91 or so and find support. If we find support at 91, we think we go higher, but this really starts to look more and more like a wedge, like a market that's trying to figure out which direction to go. Because of this, we're very willing to stay on the sidelines just simply because we want to see how this plays out, and we believe that the move will not only be obvious, but it will be a long term move as well. In the meantime, we're looking to buy support down here for a shorter term, perhaps a week or two trade, but we are definitely keeping an eye on this wedge that's forming. Looking at the Brent markets, you can see that we fell apart at the 118 level, and this is actually a pretty bearish sign. It's a hanging man now, as well as a triple high low close. So having said that, we fell from 118 to 114, and we think we still have a ways to go. All the way down to 110, we can see falling at this point in time. We think 112 also should be supportive. So somewhere in that general vicinity, we'll start to look for some type of support. Could be a pullback in an attempt to retrace some of this parabolic move to make a run towards the 120 level, which we think ultimately is the barrier that everybody's trying to test.